Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate, where this is gonna be the last quote-unquote normal episode we do before we jump back into the Ascensions. We'll just do some random realms this episode, and then for the next two episodes, episode 388, 389, we will be ascending these four classes. But that is something we'll have to do next episode. For now, let's just jump in to our first realm. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Make sure we've got our correct anointments. Our projects seem to be running as well. So let's just jump into a random realm. So last episode was decent. We had another encounter with the Godspawn Master. We also found like 2 cards, I think. So, not the, like the craziest returns we've ever seen in terms of, hey look, harpies. They were even agile nemesis creatures, but they killed themselves because they're harpies. So what I was gonna say was, last episode was by no means the most outstanding episode we've had in terms of loot, but it was pretty decent, right? I guess a rare master technically isn't loot, but it is a rare encounter nonetheless. So, so that little run-in with the what's his name, the Godspawn Master, definitely the highlight for the episode. And a couple of cards as well, just as a bonus. Right. So I think I am going to not do any summoning in this realm, just because enemies are being very annoying with this damage resistance, which I've said it before, I'll say it again, is way too high in this game. Like this realm property, if you're gonna have this, well, first of all, let's kill the Arbiter Master. Arbiters emit powerful auras that strengthen allies. Okay, good for you. Good for you, dude. How do we do this? Maybe try to do a double buff. A double buff, and then a double Rabbit Dementia. Ooh, hey, no. Looks like my animatus was too eager. He didn't want to wait. And he killed them before my Rift Dancer even had her turn. Okay, that's good. That's our 9th victory against the Arbiters. So, what the hell is a sticky snap trap? Hang on, let me look this up. Let me get to the bottom of this. Okay, snap trap is a oh my god, a nature class creature, I think. That's what I would have guessed, right? Because snap traps are plant type enemies. But I mean, I didn't say that, so you don't have to believe me when I say I would have guessed that, but you know, we got the answer correct after looking it up, so that's the important thing. Right, and we got an achievement for donating to Arimaki 70 times, I think? Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the 7th achievement in that list. Right, yeah, I'm not gonna be summoning anybody in this realm, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just gonna go around, grab everything that isn't nailed to the ground, and then we'll move on to the next realm. What do we want out of this episode? Yeah, the usual stuff. Well, this is, I guess, something, even though we don't really need this nether stone. It does represent, when we crush it at the end of the episode, a small amount of piety. Well, about like I think 10,000 piety we'll get out of that, and it'll give us a small amount of the of whatever we need to ultimately get 50 million piety. How far have we even gotten? I think these are character achievements. So we're not even at 25 million, but we're close. We're at 22.6 million. So like each nether stone we crush gets us a tiny bit closer towards that goal. Anyway, let's take out these dudes. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of enemies just shrugging off my damage. I think it's very rude. And now, frankly, will not stand for it. Which is why we're not doing any summoning in this realm. Right, so I think we're mostly done with this segment of the map. So let's go to the left. I even saw the last enemy running around somewhere, but he seems to have disappeared. I'm sure he'll turn up again soon enough. We gotta find one more book to put on that bookshelf. So let's get that done. Okay, nothing here. Huh. Well, there's the... Ooh, there's a treasure golem. Okay, so we're gonna try this once again. So, and I'm gonna do it in a very particular way. So when we're hunting down treasure golems, because my latest obsession is there's two versions of the dialogue when you kill a treasure golem. One is the short version where the god scolds you. The second version is when the game gives you a detailed description of all the injuries you're inflicting on the golem as you're trying to kill it. And then with each injury there's a hilarious sound effect. This is what we're gonna try and do. We'll go to the options, we'll go to the audio. Let's remember that music volume is at 55%. Let's take music down to 0. Let's take music down to 0. And battle sounds all the way to 100. So music was at 55, battle sounds were at 25. So now we're gonna fight this treasure golem. And just listen. Well, let's first see which version of the dialogue we get at the end. Okay, so we get the death sound effect, but that's not what I want. I want to see if we get the good dialogue. Battered, bruised, and mangled, the treasure golem slumps to the ground. Oh no, we don't get the good dialogue. We get the bad dialogue. So, well, you know what? One of these days it's gonna happen. So let's put the music back. Let's put the sounds back. Okay. Okay, there we go. One of these days it's gonna happen. And when that day comes, ooh, it'll be glorious indeed. I'll probably like make a custom thumbnail just to commemorate the occasion. But that all depends on when it happens. I guess I'll summon a few people at the candle, but I won't kill all of them. I'll just walk around. I'll just walk straight for the exit. And we'll kill whoever we run into as we make a beeline for the exit. Mainly because I don't want to deal with nonsense like this from enemies just refusing to take damage. And I guess we're gonna dodge almost all of them, so that was a bunch of wasted power. But frankly, I'm glad we at least didn't also waste our time. We'll kill one person, he says, after just making a self-righteous declaration about how he wasn't gonna waste time. But you know what, that's just me. I'm fickle, I'm mercurial, I'm a maverick, I'm a loose cannon. Even I don't know what I'm gonna do next. That's the most exciting thing about one of the most exciting things about playing this game. Even I don't know what nonsense I'm gonna subject myself to. So what we got going on? Fused with the Yetis, which could be annoying because they can freeze you, less healing. Good that this isn't a boss realm, because less healing does severely limit the speed at which we can scale. And are enemies resistant to debuffs? They are. Okay, that's bad actually. Because that means if they have any salamanders or anybody doing any spellcasting shenanigans, any spellcasting tomfoolery, any spellcasting hijinks, any spellcasting mischief, and other such synonyms, we won't be able to stop them because a resisted silence only makes the spells less effective. It doesn't stop the enemies from casting them, which is kind of dumb, but it's okay. I'm okay with it because it means when we have a resisted silence, we can still cast spells ourselves. I will grudgingly be okay with the game's way of doing this, just because I would hate to be in a boss battle where my animatus couldn't cast spells, because normally my animatus is always resistant. Ooh, hey, oh hey, is that another was that another treasure golem I saw? Was that another treasure golem I saw? Or am I just hallucinating again? Oh, that is a treasure golem. Alright, let's try and corner him, and then let's do the same thing that I just said. Remember that the music volume is at 55. Let's kill this guy so he isn't bothering us. Music volume is at 55. Battle sounds are at 25. Alright, alright. Let's do this. Audio... Music down to 0. Battle sounds all the way up. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, this is actually kind of good, because these are the kinds of sound effects that I was waiting for him to finish. Those sound effects when our animatus was just repeatedly punching the guy, those are the kinds of sound effects that play in the long version of the dialogue. But it's just funnier in the dialogue. You realize it'll suffer a long and painful death, and we don't get the long version of the dialogue. We just get the short version. Or, you know, listen. Listen. We'll get it eventually, right? We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. This is I don't even know why I'm doing this. Well, I mean, I know why I'm doing this thing about getting the treasure golem sound effects. It's because they're hilarious, and because I feel like you probably don't get a sense of how hilarious they are from the normal audio settings, just because I've set them. I've set them based on the loudest sounds in the game to make sure that they're not too loud, but then that means some of the quieter sound effects and the treasure golem damage/death sounds are definitely among the more subtle. Right, they don't have too many like harsh like syllables sounds, for the lack of a better term to even like describe the kind of sounds that the golem is like. It's not that syllables. It doesn't make sense because those aren't words. Those are just him getting punched and just making some voluntary exclamations. But they're like very. God, how do I even describe this? They're not sharp sounds. They're kind of soft sounds. Kind of just going bleh bleh bleh. Like I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a certain kind of sound which very easily blends into the background because it's not a sharp it's not that's the only way I can put it. Man, how do you describe something like this? How do sounds work? Ooh, here's another one. Here's another one. Right. Can we trap you? Ooh, you're actually a mimic. And don't worry, I did notice that there was a Xantai fight earlier as well. You see, like these sound effects, these ones are very sharp, more like a clap, right? The treasure golem damage sounds are not quite like that. Okay, I think. Oh, we just did a loop. I think we got him. We got him. All right. So let's try this again. Audio, music all the way down. Battle sounds all the way up. This time, let's kill him a little bit more quickly. Let's wait for the let's wait for him to stop dying. And that is also not the long version. It's okay. One of these days. Anyway, we gotta take out a Xantai, which you know I'll happily do. But let me just make sure we're done with the rest of the realm. When we kind of are, but there's one thing left. There's one thing left. We haven't beaten the master yet. Okay. And you are right there. Take out some hunters. Enemies in this realm have extra defense. They're just really tanky for some odd reason. Anyway, let's take out the master, the brownie master. There's not much to say about brownies. They pack a hell of a punch with their oversized hammers. Do you suppose it's their hammers that are oversized or their bodies that are a bit on the smaller side? A very deep philosophical question. Hard to say, my dude. Oh no, oh god. This is gonna be this is a horrible place for a Xantai fight. Because we don't have good healing. It's gonna be very hard to scale with Clayman. Ugh. Okay, anyway. We're gonna get an achievement for beating the brownies for the 9th time. Oh, hey! And even more importantly, an achievement for getting 85% of the game. Whacked my desk a little bit. 85% of the game complete. That's a lovely little mini milestone. Oh, actually there's one more thing where there could be a chest potentially. But there wasn't. Alright, let's see how we do against Xantai. It's probably gonna be kind of a longer fight. Let's see how we do. Won't be defeated so easily this time. Alright, let's start off with some roots, right? Let's see what you got. Enemies take more damage while frozen. That's your Yeti trait. Boost spells? Oh god, oh no. Forces an enemy to... Okay, so let's not let him take a turn. It seals... Okay, so... We've got to make sure that, that he doesn't get to take his turn. Because, oh my god, fuck off. Oh, that's so dumb. That's so fucking... Do we have Life Orb? Yeah. That's so stupid. Okay. Oh god, we need to do Greater Dispel. And Rift Dancer, please, please, please. Do a good Entangling Roots. That's... Fuck off, man. Why are you... Oh, these spells are just the fucking worst. What? At least we killed Xantai, but... Man, okay. He had some really dumb things. So let's do a Greater Dispel. Let's cast Tangling Roots again. Just gotta make sure that these jokers don't do any nonsense. Right. So that fight could have gone sideways, depending on what booze spells they cast. But we got through it, which is really all that matters. And frankly... Oh, I nearly left without collecting the buried treasure. Would have been quite silly of me. Especially because we seemed to have a prophecy task for that as well. Anyway, let's move on to another realm. Concentrating hard, like I usually do. My eyes are getting dry, like they usually do. Oh no, come on, dude. This is truly the hardest thing in this game. Rolling item bonuses, because it's the only thing in this game that requires like some physical skill, as opposed to a turn-based game which is purely a mental contest, right? But this, you actually, I've got to be in full control of like my hand motions, and so many times where I've gotten a good bonus and then accidentally clicked forward because I wasn't fully concentrating and I wasn't able to stop my hand from doing it in time. Anyway, let's just move on to the next realm. Alright. Alright. We're back in the, Are you serious, man? Like, fused... Oh, god. Come on. They're fused with the Nyx, and not only that, they have a 32% chance to resist damage. That's a bunch of baloney. It's a bunch of hooey. A bunch of malarkey. Yeah, oh yeah. This is not going to be a fun realm. Ugh. I mean, it won't necessarily be that bad. It just makes everything into a luck-based thing. Oh, are you going to be lucky enough to go through this realm without any enemies stupidly avoiding damage for, you know, multiple turns in a row? That's what I don't like about this whole realm property, is that it just turns what is normally a very cerebral, you know, thinking-based game into just a pure, random chance-based, like, probability simulator. Which, can be fun in some games, but not so much in this game. Ooh. I thought that was perhaps gonna be our master, but no, it was just a merchant. Sorry, like a civilian. I think the name was really the merchant, but I just collectively think of them as civilians who you interact with them and they give you a bit of loot. We can hand in another Keyforge mission. You know what, I'm feeling a little bit masochistic. Let's get some contagious cockatrices on the field. Won't kill all of them. I'm just gonna go through the realm normally. Oh, especially if we're gonna be potentially silenced. Oh no, this was a horrible mistake. This is a horrible mistake that I made. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight anybody because the next enemies that we are facing are very often going to silence us. So the next fusion that our enemies have, which amounts to the same thing, but technically it is a different thing, whether it's the enemy directly or the enemy fused with something. So hopefully we don't run into any issues with that. Anyway, let's just keep on going. Open that, nothing there. Alright, let's go. Well, let's take a look around. Nothing here. Definitely not summoning anybody else. Grab that. Grab this. Grab this. Oop. Open another couple of chests. I think there's nothing here. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm even gonna, like, try to dodge these enemies if I can, having summoned them. Just because I don't wanna get involved with next enemies if they're gonna be potentially silencing me and then forcing me to take extra turns because, please stop. Forcing me to take extra turns because they're just avoiding all my damage. Come on. Come on, let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable. Okay, I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna guess it could literally be any of these. It could even be death. I was gonna say it can't be death, but maybe it is. Petrify is a nature class spell. Okay. Do we have a Riddle Dwarf objective? We don't, so oh god, I've been looking these up for no reason. Who are you? The Banshee Master. Time to duel. Alright, let's get you dealt with. Alright, let's do it. Fuck off, what? Man, are you serious right now? What are you... Excuse me, why the fuck do they have tremors in their party? What the fuck is this nonsense? What the fuck is this? Excuse me. Fucking excuse me? Are you... Are you fucking serious right... Are you fucking serious right now? 3 spells in... 3 spells in a fucking row, you pieces of garbage. Fuck you, man. Just fuck you, dude. Oh my god, this is fucking so fucking dumb. Why do you have tremors in your party? You're not the Tremor Master, you're the Banshee Master. How does it make sense for me to fight you? And for the key thing I remember from that battle to be something done by a creature that you're not even the master of. The noteworthy feature of that master fight was literally what the tremors were doing. That's, I'm sorry, like, if you're the master for one race, you shouldn't have any other races in your party. That just should not be allowed. Frankly, I'm a segregationist. Like, race mixing, it disgusts me. All these races should know their own place. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because even as a joke, that's it's still quite a wacky thing to say, and so just before people start getting the wrong kind of idea, it's like, what? I didn't think this was that kind of a channel. No, I'm not a segregationist. I was just making a video game joke about creature races in Siralim, okay? Don't cancel me. Or if you are gonna cancel me, do it for being bad at the game, which is definitely a legitimate reason to be cancelled, because I've done some really dumb things while playing this game. Oh god, you summoned more creatures. I'm not interested in fighting random ass creatures. Ooh, but there's another treasure golem. Okay, that's interesting. These guys have been showing up very often. So let's try again. Bring this down to 0. Bring battle sounds up to 100. One of these days, I'm gonna get what I need. So Clayman, on you. God, that's so loud. Ugh. And now let's punch you to death. Oh, you are gonna resurrect. Okay, because we can't set you on fire. Makes sense. It'll suffer a long and painful death. Oh, we do not get the long dialogue. That's okay. That's okay. Bring that back up. Bring this back down. And we're almost done. There's just one tiny place left to explore. Killed a lot of these cockatrices, but no sign of the card yet. 7 enemies, not really too keen on fighting them all, but let me just make sure that we're not leaving anything behind. I just wanna... So, the enemies that the Pandemonium Shrine summoned, I just wanna make sure we're not leaving behind any Nemesis creatures. So I guess maybe, in spite of what I said earlier, maybe we are gonna go around killing all these creatures. Because, you know, Nemesis creatures can be fun, especially if they're greedy creatures which drop extra items, right? Those are some of my favorites. Please, please. Please stop, please stop. Thank you. There's you, and then there's another creature to the right, which I think is also, yeah, okay. So neither of you were, please stop. Neither of you were Nemesis, so that means we are gonna go to the next realm. But before we do that, let's hand in our Keyforge, start another Keyforge. And how are we for time? 35 minutes. Decent. What is our prophecies looking like? We haven't found any more nether realms. Would be nice to find a couple, although I feel like we're coming towards the end of our projects. Yeah, I think 2 more realms is gonna finish those. $379 is good. Let's take this into a random realm. What are we dealing with? It's okay. Should be fine. Gotta collect some coins. Ooh, and we get an achievement for donating to Erebus for the 60th time. A lot more donations left to make, if that's the case. Ooh, and we don't need to answer your question correctly, but nevertheless, we're gonna get this correct. Okay. Alright. I think we'll keep going in this episode until we maybe fight the next nether boss and the next false god. We can maybe... I think we might have some back-to-back fights coming up. We'll see though. Cannot help but notice that that is not not one of the rare masters. It could be the I guess mimic master technically, who technically is a rare master, but that still, we fought him more than 10 times, so we're not interested in fighting him anymore. What, another treasure chest? Sure. Get some loot out of you. Let's kill the Spectre Master for the 8th time. Spectres excel at crippling opponents. Good for them. Alright, let's do a bit of this, and let's just win. How about that? How about we just win? 8th win against the Spectres. That's nice. Get an achievement for that as well. Hey, look at that, more Spectres. Been a while since the last card we got from random loot. I think we went all of last episode without getting any. I think we got one in the episode before that, and then none in the 2 episodes before that. So the loot card drops seem to have dried up a little bit. I don't know. We might find something in this episode. We'll see how it goes. Hang on a second. We found the candle, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Let's summon some people to kill as we go along, just to be efficient. Let's get some more contagious cockatrices on the field of battle. We'll kill one. And then we'll summon one more group. And then we'll be good. Alright, I'm pretty sure we've donated, but I keep checking multiple times whether I've donated, just because better to try more than you need to than to go into a realm and leave without donating. So, you know, just to be on the safe side. And let's Go down here. Bash some more birds. Loot some more chests. And just generally have a good time. So I think we have, after this realm, well, we freaking did it. First card drop for the episode. And we have completed a card set. Contagious Cockatrice card completes the Cockatrice set. And now our creatures have more base attack. Lovely. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, because, you know, there's no rest for the wicked, we're immediately gonna start summoning the next creature, which is the Goo Warrior. Goo Warrior? Goo Warrior. Goo Warrior. The Goo Warrior. We're gonna summon this thing. Whatever its name actually is. I think it's definitely a play on warrior, but I'm not sure how the name is meant to be pronounced. Anyway, let's bash some more birds. The only thing they can give us now is skins, which I wouldn't mind. You know, cockatrice skins are very interesting. The ones we found have been a lot of fun. But I would also, of course, be quite happy to relieve these Goo Warriors of their card as well. Ooh, hey, lots of stuff going on in this room. Let's take things one at a time. Alright. Alright. Got a Nemesis creature as well. We've also got the final gold pile that's gonna complete this realm quest. Lots of creatures in a densely packed environment. And just how I like it. Took these guys out. That's good. And you as well. We've killed the Master of the Realm. Yes, we have. Alright. There's the realm complete. There's more buried treasure, yay. Another chest, alright. And let's just do a quick lap. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything important. And I think we're just gonna leave, because I think we've killed all of the goos that we summoned. The concoctions. And I guess we're gonna get into some last minute combat, but mainly I just want to head to the next realm, which is gonna be a nether boss realm against Syra. Should be pretty easy from what I remember. Any second now. Eyes are becoming dry again. Oh god, come on. This is actually taking a long time, dude. Okay, 386 is good enough to take into the arachnid nest. Alright. What do we got? Easy, pretty easy realm. In fact, the boss might even die from blight, depending on how the battle goes. Unless it has some immunity to indirect damage, which it might. Who knows? Are enemies resistant to debuffs? No, just these nemesis creatures in particular. Okay, so that's good. Here's our master. Alright, let's get this fight done early. The cockatrice master. What we'll do is I'll have my Dread White take care of things. In fact, it doesn't even matter what we do, because we could have we could have just had them. God, that's annoying. That's fucking annoying. Let me do a blank slate. Do a Clayman on you, I guess. Just feign death, I guess. Alright, 59th win against those guys. Let me actually just see what level 59 actually does for us. Okay, so we go to mastery. We just fought the cockatrice master. We have level 59 with. That's a very small small increase. So the difference between 59 and 58 is literally just 0.1%. Okay, yeah, that's small. At least you get something, right? At least you don't just stop getting any benefit whatsoever after you hit level 50. It just stops displaying the number. Well, it displays the number. It just replaces the number with a star in the main list, and to see the actual number, you have to actually select it. But another dumpling taken out. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We also have the candle right there, which means it's a good opportunity to summon some whoever we were summoning, right? Some of these guys. All right. Alright. There's our boss. I'm tempted to just go after it right now, and to be perfectly honest, I see no reason not to. So I'm gonna do exactly that. Let's take out Syra. Pounces towards you. You intercept the attack. Alright. So she seems to be immune to debuffs somehow. Can only take damage while its allies are all dead. At the end of its turn, it resurrects. Okay. Well, I think we kind of know how this is meant to be dealt with, but let's see if maybe we can do like a really brazen attack. You know, we're not quite strong enough. But actually, hang on, we are pretty strong. Oh, that is rough. Oh, we killed her before she even took one turn. Or it. I say she because Syra seems like a feminine kind of name, but it's really more of an animal, so I should be saying it. Alright, so we're going to be handing in the Rune of Prophecies, I do believe. at the end of this realm. Because, listen, unless we find one very lucky nether portal, which I don't think we will, because if there was one to be found, it would have most likely been closer to the entrance. But unless there's another portal in this realm, I think we'll just hand in our Rune of Prophecies early, and then we'll call it good. Well, no, we'll do the False God fight, and then call it good. Assuming the False God fight is the next floor. I think it is the next floor. Hang on, let me check something. Yeah, the False God is indeed on the very next floor. Alright. So let's take out some of these goo warriors. And I think this is going to be a civilian who wants to give us some loot. Thank you kindly. And what else? We're basically done with the realm, but we can walk around, see if maybe we find anything else that's useful. Alright. Alright, let's up and around. Let's take these dudes out. Let's open this chest. Stomp some more goos. And kill a nemesis creature or two. And just generally have a nice chill time. Okay. Do that, do this, go here, go there. I think we're basically done. Well, no, there's a few things left to explore in this realm. So I tell you what, let's even get a few more. I'm not sure how many of these we'll fight, but let's get them summoned and we can see how many of them we fight as we just finish the last few things in this realm. Oh hey, trait Netherstone. What the hell is marrow metabolism? Is that any good? After this creature takes damage, minions gain 1 stack. I mean, maybe if I had a minion build, I'd be able to tell, like, is that the kind of thing? I mean, you usually don't want to take damage, right? So I don't know how useful that would be, but yeah, we found it. So there's that, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna find the exit. We're gonna go home. We're gonna hand in our Rune of Prophecies. We'll see what needs to be done for the next one. If it's arena combat, I'll leave it, because I think it's a bit too late to be doing arena combat. If it's just like one, you know, god fight, something like that, then we'll do it. But I think mostly we'll just be eager to do this false god fight and then calling it a realm. Well, doing the false god fight and then calling it an episode, I guess. realm as well. It's like, you know, it's the end of the realm, it's also the end of the episode. It's like a game, set, and match, right? At the end of a tennis match. It's the end of the game, it's also the end of the set. And it's also the end of the match. Alright, that's, I think, enough out of that. I think we're just gonna, well, I guess we'll kill one more. And then we'll head home. 3 projects to hand in, that's a lot. Alright, let's get this sorted. Training done. Hunt done. Experiment done. A lot of projects just got finished. Everything except for the for this thing. So I think we're gonna get like 10 lines complete for this. So that's pretty good. Let's hand it in. Another 10 lines. Yay! And let's take a look at what we need to do. No arena combat. We do have to kill a specific false god. Is this the one we're already killing? Because if it is, that's hilarious. We also have we have to kill Meraxus. You know what? Let's kill Meraxus. Right. So swap to the gladiator. Change our party and kill Meraxus. To the Gate of the Gods party. We've got our correct anointments. Yeah, alright, let's take out Meraxus, why don't we? And then when we do our Ascensions next episode, this will already have been done? Could have done this next episode? No, I want this out of the way before we do anything else. Alright, let's do this properly. Just get a Clayman going on you. Alright, let's try and finish this quick. Not... well, we cast that again. And that finished them off. Let's punch you to death. Okay. Now let's swap back to the animator. And let's get our spells back. There we go. And now let's end the episode with, well, not ending the episode yet. Let's go into the final part of the episode, which is, we are gonna take out Imp Impington Reborn. Actually, before we do that, let me take a look at the Rune of Prophecies. What sort of missions do we need to do? We need to play Siralim, okay. What sort of missions do we need to do? Piety? Really? There's no missions marked? Huh. I guess there's no missions, we can do whatever the hell we want. Well, in that case, we can start another pilgrimage, right? Anybody who we are rank 58 with, Reclusa, I think, is the only one on page 1. Alright, let's start another training mission. And I literally don't want to do any of these other ones. I'll do a fucking, I don't know, raid mission, I guess. Because you gotta do something, sure. And let's even do the game of chance that it's asking us to do. I think just Siralopoly, right? Just Siralopoly. Okay. Fine, let's get this done. Hopefully we get some nice notoriety. Let's see what we get. We've got our... Don't miss both of these. They're right in your way. Oh god, we literally went one square short and then one square too far. And we missed both of these. I was like, we've got 2 squares in a row with notoriety. Surely we're gonna get that. Oh god, that felt pretty bad. Ooh, but we are gonna snipe this bit of notoriety. That's nice. I guess that's fine. There's a slim chance that we get another turn. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to roll 5 exactly. And, oh, we rolled 5 exactly, and we gained 3 turns. Okay. Let's see if we do any better in the second go-around. Oh, is it gonna be the same thing? Oh no, this time we are gonna get... Okay, that was good. Now I'm pretty happy with whatever happens. Because there's nothing else we can do, right? Yeah. This is the final turn. And that was pretty decent. That was pretty decent, I have to say. Anyway, let's get this episode going, because there's only one thing left to do, so let's do it. 370 is a good bonus to take into the arachnid nest. Let me just make sure everything's good. Everything does seem good. Let's take this bonus into the arachnid nest. Let's see how we fare. Let's see if we find anything good. Would very much like to find like one final card, one final rare master. Just, you know, more of the usual good stuff. Would like to find more of it. I guess it's gonna be this kind of a fight, eh? Alright, so we're gonna give him the 10% damage cap. At least he's not resurrecting on death. Alright, a lot of prophecy tasks getting done. We'll have him do some extra damage to us. We'll collect some extra emblems for Regalis, which is fine. Immune to indirect damage. Now things get a little bit dicey. We give him the damage cap, and we also start making him immune to types of damage. Alright. Remember, don't summon anybody at the candle. Not unless the boss is summoned. Okay, so we can only hit him with direct attacks. Okay. So that's gonna be the catch. I was like, this realm is so, you know, unproblematic. Is that gonna be a... Oh, you know what? Should we just make him immune to all kinds of damage? Man, this sucks. We literally cannot take this because we're not gonna be able to win the fight, right? Am I? Surely that's... Yeah. I'm not gonna take the risk. I don't know, maybe later on Like, maybe there's some sort of secret synergy where if you make him immune to everything, the immunities cancel out. I don't know. My suspicion is if you make him immune to everything, you just turn it into a fight that's unwinnable. Except if it's the Jotun fight, because that one is just a time-based thing, and you literally can't damage him to begin with. So you could give Jotun those 3 things. I'm not gonna take that risk. This is the last realm. I don't want to start getting, you know, way too adventurous. What is inner destruction? I'm gonna guess chaos. Could be nature, could be sorcery. Probably isn't death, but we'll find out. Inner destruction is a chaos spell. Okay, good. Alright. Oh man, that's annoying, man. We could have gotten 50%. If it hadn't been a bonus that we literally couldn't take. I just don't see a way around it. Unless there's some like weird secret in the game where if you give him all like immunities to all 3 kinds of damage, that like it triggers something else to happen. I've never tried it because I'm trying to be logical, and nothing in the game has indicated to me that that it wouldn't do exactly the thing that it's saying it would do if I take that. We'll try it like at some point in the future, right? We'll, I'm sure, get to a point in the series where we're doing silly things just for the memes, but for now I do want to actually try and be a bit serious as I play this game. Alright, let's oh, hey, look at that, it's the Mimic Master. I guess that's fine that you're here. Because, we do have a Mimic in our party, so it is useful for the Mimic to be a little bit harder to kill, if nothing else. Sure, whatever. Alright. So that's another episode where we found one of the rare masters. Not one of the ones we were looking for, but I think 2 episodes in a row we found the Godspawn Master, and then I think we found the Elemental Master pretty recently as well. I think we also found the Dumpling Master again, fairly recently. But yeah, it's hopefully this means that rare master encounters are becoming more frequent, but most likely it's just a temporary thing. Anyway, let's the only thing we can do is direct attack damage. Right, so let's do a bit of this. Lovely entangling roots, that helps us considerably. So what I'll do is I'll do one more. And now what we'll do is, not feign death, but rather rabid dementia. That's annoying. That's annoying. You should do entangling roots. And at this point, we just have to slowly chip him down. Yep, he's gonna go down. Yep. It'll be fine. Alright. Yeah, it'll take a while. Well, maybe not that long. I'm sure the rest of his remaining body parts have taken a few hits as well. The head, I'm glad we took that out because I think that was the one that was instant killing us. Or at least doing large amounts of damage. Or is it the cannon? The cannon fires lasers. Sends the topmost enemy to the bottom of the timeline. Anyway, let's just do a bit of that. Let's just do this again. Dead. Dead. Okay. We defeated Imp Impington Reborn. And that's the prophecy task done. Nothing in this chest. Nothing in that chest. What do we get as our reward? First of all, we get an anointment. We also see how long we've been going. An hour and 12 is fine. Adaptation. More damage for each creature missing. That could be fun. Less damage from enemies that belong to their own class. That could be fun. This could be good. Because we had a thing where dead creatures count as missing creatures, right? Yeah. So let's take Reclusive Remedy, because I'm sensing a sort of synergy already building in my head for this class that we're probably not even gonna, well, like, play as for at least the next 200 episodes. But at least when we do start playing as it, we'll have some nice scaffolding in place. Alright, so let's take a picture of this so I can destroy it at the end of the episode. Before we end, ooh, so close to 1,000 reputation with the Nature Guild, but not quite. Ooh, the goblet is full. I'll have to roll that at the end of the episode. So before we end, let's do a little bit of grinding. We'll just do this time just one group of 20, because I think I'm about ready to call it good. We had one card drop earlier in this episode. That was the final card in the Cockatrice set. We also found one rare master in the form of the Mimic Master, who, out of the masters we no longer need to fight, which is, well, the rare masters we no longer need to fight, which would be the Dumpling Master and the Mimic Master. I definitely would much rather fight the Mimic Master, precisely because we actually have a Mimic in our party, so it helps us directly. I think at these early levels we gain literally like 1% global damage reduction for the Mimic in our party, and hell fucking yeah. Goo Warrior card obtained. Feel pretty good about that. You know what I'd rather do now? I would rather just immediately start summoning the next. Let's summon 4 groups of sword slimes, and let's see if maybe we can get a double card drop going on in this episode. So we've summoned 1 group. We need 3 more. Alright. So even though we haven't been finding too many cards in random loot, our direct farming seems to have picked up a lot of the slack for us. 2 card drops so far this episode that we've directly farmed. Potentially 3, we'll see. We will see. And also another card set that is on the verge of being completed. So we need to basically summon 2 more sword slimes. So we need to kill 4 more and then summon 1 more. And then just kill everybody who's already on the map. And then we'll be good. The other question is, what am I gonna do if we find the sword slime card? Will I then keep farming like a crazy person, or will I call it good? I think I'll probably call it good. That's assuming we find the card though, which is by no means guaranteed. In fact, it's unlikely. It's more likely that we won't find it. But yeah, let's see. We'll summon that 1 more group, and yeah, then we'll go around. And we'll take them out. Okay, so there's a lot of creatures down there by the exit. We'll see about them later, but let's kill everybody else around the rest of the map first. Alright, let's keep on going off to the left. We've got 14 enemies in total, which isn't that many. Might as well go a little bit hard, because the next couple episodes we're not going to be doing random rounds, we're going to be doing ascensions. And while ascensions are important for game completion and even just generally unlocking gameplay affecting things such as you know, the ascension perk for each of the specializations. So while it's important on those counts, it is a whole different kind of way of playing the game, which takes you out of the regular random rounds, which is where I feel most at home. So given that we're gonna have a couple episodes of that, there's nothing wrong with just going a little bit longer, you know, on this episode. We got these dudes, and I think all of the rest of them might be just down there. 7 enemies I spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Including a couple of these goo warriors who we no longer need. at least for the card. Because any card... well, because any skin that could drop, the only other thing we would need them is for skins, but any skin that could drop from Goo Warriors would also be able to drop from Sword Slimes, because skins are... with the exception of God Spawns and avatars, skins are race specific and not creature specific. So any creature from the race can use any skins for that race. But with God Spawns and avatars, the skins are only for like specific God Spawns and specific avatars. So if there's a skin for... So like the skin we have for Miraxis right now, I don't think any of the other God Spawns would, or any of the other avatars would be able to use that one. So anyway, we got through, and we did not get any more card drops, so didn't have to make any tough decisions about whether to continue farming. So let's head home. Hand in our Goblet of Trials, which I'll roll off screen. And yeah, it's just generally call it good. Let's start a new bounty. We just killed Imp Impington. Reborn, so let's take out Jotun. Let's hand in our Rune of Prophecies. Sorry, our Goblet of Trials. And we'll see what whether I have to roll it again. I'll roll it once. I'll just roll it once, just to see. And then we are gonna have to destroy our nether stones. Yep, I'll roll that off screen. So we're gonna destroy our nether stones, and then we'll call it good. All right. Crush you, and you, and then there's a couple that that I took pictures of. There's a Twinkling Prism Rarity 226. There is a Polished Stone Rarity 233. Literally one below. Okay. And that's all we found this episode. Okay. Let us reflect on what was accomplished this episode. First of all, we found 2 cards, which now means there are exactly 300 cards remaining to be found. We also finished the Cockatrice set and are on the verge of finishing the Concoction set. The full set bonus is going to be pretty decent. It's going to mean a small damage multiplier against enemies if they have a certain debuff, and we're not that great at debuffing enemies, but every once in a while in realms, there's going to be the debuff just there for the taking. Enemies are going to have disarmed on them. And if we instead think of our Universal Gate of the Gods party, they're very good at debuffing, so they could also benefit from that. So there's that. Let's also take a look at some of the recent achievements that we got. We killed a Sira for the 9th time. Got a couple of achievements for donating to Erebus and Ariamaki. 70 and 60 times, so a lot more visits to those realms are in store if you want to max out these achievements, and of course we do. And other than that, yep, we also hit 85% game completion with one of the achievements we got earlier. That took us to another percentage point. So yeah, I think that's a a good summary of what we accomplished and a good point to end things on for this episode. As I mentioned, when we come back, we're going to be doing more Ascensions. Actually, since we are doing Ascensions, let's prep for that right now. Let's be the Gladiator. You know what, let me change my wardrobe into something else, just so I don't get confused. Yeah, we can do Zen's Cloak too, regular Zen's Cloak. Let's do regular Zen's Cloak. This will be our Ascension costume. And let's also switch over to the Graveborn. You already have the creatures equipped, you just need the anointments. So you need that, this, and finally this. And now I'm going to switch to the earlier one. Okay, so we'll do this next episode. But yes, that is going to be all for this one. It's time for me to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time, hope you enjoyed yourselves, and hope you'll join me in the next episode as well. And until then, take care.